These battles are too easy. Just that's crazy. Okay. Streaming at 1:30 is crazy. You literally asked me to. What are you talking about? What are you doing right now? So essentially, I have to complete this final task for Mabel's research in order to get the shiny charm, which is complete 1,000 battles. And this is the quickest way to do battles, is essentially to come into this restaurant, do 3 very quick battles for $3,000, and then I make like 4,500 from the trainers that I beat. So essentially I turn a profit by doing these battles, and they're very quick. So yeah, I basically have been doing this for the majority of today. See, I'm 100 points away from the shiny charm. So 33 rounds of this. So it's 3 trainers. So 33 times 3 is 99. And I need 1,000. So more like 333 rounds of this. But here's the thing. Obviously, I've battled trainers over the course of the game. This is where I'm at right now. 663 out of 1,000. So I need about 337 more. Which means I need to probably do this about 102 more times or so. 103 more times. And then I'll be done. Yep, and then I'll be done. It's a long journey, but anyways, take a look at this. Ooh. Number caught, number seen, complete. Look at all that. Look at all that. It's perfection. Absolutely gorgeous. What the heck? Yeah, I see it. I really don't know why it does this. Wonder why it does that. I'm looking into it. Give me a second. Oh my god, this is annoying. This is gonna drive me crazy. I honestly just don't understand why this is happening. That's the worst part. Elgato. That might actually be the issue. They're kind of expensive. I really don't want to pay $100 for a new Elgato. I'm not spending money on Aaron's Elgato. Plus, he already sold it. He sold that along with his PlayStation. Anyways, also look at this. Mega Evolution Pokédex also complete. Do you want me to go through and show you all of the Mega Evolutions? Yes? Okay. Here we go. Mega Meganium. Emboar. For Alligator. I think honestly, Emboar's looks the coolest, but it is what it is. Beedrill. Pidgeot. Ampharos. Gyarados. Barbaracle, Starmie, Floette, Pyroar, Clefable, Alakazam, Gengar, Scolipede, Victreebel, Medicham, Manectric, Gardevoir, Gallade, Houndoom, Altaria, Audino, Lopunny, Bayonet, Camerupt, Excadrill, Garchomp, Sableye, Mawile, Absol, Lucario, Slowbro, Sharpedo, Electros, Dragonite, that looks terrible, Venusaur, Charizard X and Charizard Y, Blastoise, Malamar. I have no idea how to pronounce this. Dragalge, Dragalage, dude, there's no telling. Mega Glalie, Frostlass, Abominusno, Scizor, Pinsir, Heracross, Mega Halucha, Scrafty, Chandelure, Aerodactyl, Steelix, Aggron, Tyranitar, Ash Greninja, Phalanx, Skarmory looks amazing, Salamence, I love Salamence, Kangaskhan, Drampa, Metagross, Zygarde, and Diancie. I have literally every possible Mega Stone and Mega Evolution released right now. I mean, obviously, as you could tell from the crowns up there. I even have the ones from the online battles you have to do, because the only way to get Greninja, Chestnut, and Delphox's Mega Stones is by doing online battles. And I did them to get Greninja, and I'm gonna be doing the ones to get Delphox, and then Chestnut will be next season's one. The Skarmory is fire. Yeah, I agree. It literally just looks like a shiny version of a Skarmory, which is why I like it so much. Evolve your shiny Pidgey, bruh. Evolve my shiny Pidgey. If I can even find my shiny Pidgey. It's somewhere around here. It's not it. There it is. Level 25. While doing the battles. Well, then I might as well get Flaffy in there so I can evolve into a Ampharos. Is it right here? Yep, shiny Flaffy. What am I taking out? Garchomp for right now. Yeah, my Pokemon are level 100, and then Garchomp 98. I don't know what I need to put into these last couple slots, though, because Diancie's stats are not good. Having an attack up Diancie is terrible. Anyways. Look how much money I got. 1.2 million Pokédollars. I've literally just been watching television and doing this all day. And then finally Josh responded to me to trade. It took about 40 minutes. And we did it. Dude, you know how much effort I've had to put in order to complete the Pokédex? It's actually crazy. Like, if I would have streamed it all, you would have been bored out of your mind. Because all it was just boring battling, like how I'm doing right now. Like exactly what I'm doing now. And I was having to get 15 challenger tickets, and each challenger ticket I need 50,000 points to get it, and each trainer I fight is 2,500 points. So now imagine 2,500 points per trainer, and then to get a 50,000 point ticket, and then I do that 15 times. Is this the easier way to get a lot of wins? Yeah, because in the Battle Royale, it could be like 30 seconds between every fight, and they might have like 3 Pokemon that are level 60. And this, it's just 2 Pokemon. I knocked them out instantly with extreme speed, which is like the quickest move you can use. And then, like, look at the time between trainer battles. Like, boom, trainer battle done, I come out of it. It literally just says, okay, you're the winner. And then immediately pops you into the next battle. And now I fight the next person. And I do this 3 times. And then after the 3rd time, I go back up to the front. It like teleports me back up to the front. And it says, like, good job, here's your rewards. And then I just click it once again and start the battle again. And then I just, you know, cycle through that. So yeah. Easy peasy. It's just time consuming. I was gonna see if Xayla would be interested in slaving away for me, because this really is just mind-numbing and she could do it if she just wanted to. But when I went to go ask her about it, she was in the living room, so I was like, well, never mind. She's in the living room hanging out with James, so I'm just gonna keep at it. Should I use 50% Zygarde or 10% Zygarde auto clicker? There's literally no way to do auto clickers with a Switch controller. I looked it up, trust me. I looked it up online, and apparently there is like a specific remote you can buy that you can then like modify to have it like do the inputs every like 0.5 seconds or something. But I, you know, have to require buying something and then like figuring out how to set it all up and stuff, so it's not really worth it. I mean, by the time I do that, I would just, you know, have this done. You want me to switch to the dog? Alright, dog. Once I get out of these rounds of matches, I'll switch back to the dog. You know, the Floette was actually really hard to get. You know, like, there's the Mega Floette, AZ's Floette, whatever. that one, I literally had to do the 15 challenger tickets, like I said, and then after getting the 15 challenger tickets and going to the infinite battle royale 15 times and winning 15 matches, eventually the 15th match was like actual story progression, which I didn't even think was gonna happen. I thought it was just gonna be like, here's your quest, infinite royale, and it was just gonna be that the entire time. But no, after 15 matches, I beat a trainer, and I got gifted the Floette with the Mega Stone, and that's what completed my Mega Dex. Hey, Scotty, how you doing? So yeah, now I'm just trying to do the research task, because even though this is worth 2,000 points, and I only need 100, this is the only thing left to do. So yeah, apparently you don't need to actually do all the tasks. It's just this one, and then the Mega Evolution, or not the Mega Evolution, this one, and then the Trade Evolutions are very important. And unfortunately, that means I have to do this one. Going back to the doggo. Look how much the stats decrease, even just the HP, down like 100. And back at it. Let's say I'm level 100, I should still knock everyone out. Yeek. Yep, hey, you're done. Out of here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. We're literally just going to be doing this until I get the shiny charm. And then after that, I'll shiny hunt, / also I want to do all the side quests. So that's the plan. I want to 100% this game. So I have completed the Pokédex. I do think it'll be fun to look for some shinies, since the shiny charms odds are so much better. They go from like 1 in 4,096 to like 1 in 1,012. Something like that. So I am interested in shiny hunting once I get the shiny charm. And then I mean, there's so many side quests to do, so even though they're like probably really easy and dumb, I mean, still though, basically want to have this save file 100% perfectly done by the time the DLC comes out. So much better? Are you saying so much better as in the dog is so much better? You know, typically I'd be watching Modern Family while doing this, so I'm gonna need some conversation going in order to be able to get through this with my sanity in check. Shiny odds? Oh yeah, dude. I didn't realize it was actually that much of a difference. I thought I would only cut it down like half, but it cut it down like a whole 3/4. Pretty insane. Plus, I figured out the best way to shiny hunt was essentially just to render in and render out the Pokemon you're trying to shiny hunt. And whenever it renders back in, it renders in like a whole new Pokemon. So that means it re-rolls the odds of it being shiny. So that's pretty good. Flappy will evolve at level 30. Pidgeotto at level 36. That's what I was trying to tell you to do. Well, there you go. I'm listening. Dude, it took me 3 whole days to get Josh to sit down for 40 minutes to trade Pokemon with me. That's crazy. He finally did, so I'm thankful for that. But like, jeez. I'm just glad he did. Because now it's done. He was the only person I could possibly trade with, so... Oh, but he got some good stuff out of it, too. I gifted him a Gible. And, he was looking for me to gift him he was looking for me to gift him some other stuff, but I didn't really have anything to give him that was good. Did he joke around and not trade back? Nah. It was already like there was so much to get done, and I don't think he really wanted to do it all that much. He was just like, I told him I'd do it, so let's just go ahead and get it done with. So he was not trolling. He was just like, here's your Pokemon you requested, and if you would be so willing to give me a Gible and possibly a Litwick and possibly this, and that in return, that'd be great. And I was like, take whatever you want. And he was like, oh, so let me get that Zygarde then. And I was like, alright, let's slow your roll. No, he did the first time. When I initially got the Alakazam and the Gengar, he trolled me. But, I mean, we literally had 12 Pokemon that needed to be traded. And the trade animation just takes so long. You don't even play it, I bet? Not really, to be honest. He just would rather spend his other time, you know, his time doing other things. But that's the good thing about Switches, is you can just take it anywhere. You know, I bet you could get Brandy Switch for a bargain of a price. That one might not even not be cracked, unlike Exala's, which is, I assume, the one that you'd be taking. Because Mom has the other one set up in the living room, so I doubt she lets you take that. But Exala's, on the other hand, where it's just the handheld one, where you can't dock it, but I mean, you probably wouldn't dock it anyways. That one, I know both of those are cracked. The one that's docked and the one that Exala has are both cracked, but Brandy's might not be. And she's looking to sell it. I'm broke. Ha. 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 Get wrecked. Well, Exala never plays her Switch, so she wouldn't even miss it. I'm sure you could just take that one. Just don't tell Exala you're taking it, because then all of a sudden she'll be like, ah, I was just about to play it. That's a kid for you, though. That's what they always do. That's what Evan did. Exala. Xander. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak it without her noticing. Yeah. You just gotta make sure you remember your Nintendo account information. Because I know you made your own Nintendo account under your own name. So you'll have to remember what email you use and stuff to put it on her Switch. Also, you can't delete her profile off. You'll just have to like add yours on. But luckily there's no like main profile or anything. It's literally just whatever profile you're using. So that's good. Should still be on there. Oh yeah, you were using that one. I forgot that you were using Exala's and I was using the OG one. That's right. So what games are you gonna take to play? I know we both had some Pokemon games, so I'm assuming you'll just take whatever was yours. And like I had Violet and you had Scarlet, right? Yes. And then you had like Pokemon Shining Pearl and I had Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. All of them? Yeah, good luck with that, bub. You'll take what you are owed. You'll get your Pokemon Legends Arceus. you'll get your Pokemon Shining Pearl. You'll get your Pokemon Legends Arceus. I already said that. Oh yes. You'll get your Scarlet Shining Pearl Legends Arceus. Yeah, I had Brilliant Diamond and you had Shining Pearl. Cause you didn't care. But I did care. No. You're trolling. Because my playthrough of those games were on Brilliant Diamond. So why would I take your game and play it when we had Shining Pearl? And I booted up Shining Pearl and there was no save data on it, and I booted up Brilliant Diamond and all my save data was there. That would make no sense. And then obviously you had Scarlet, because I had Violet. You pretty much just chose whatever I didn't choose. That way, you could always get any version exclusives. Because it didn't matter. Look at mine on hers. We'll see. Maybe if you're a good boy. The one game you never got, though, is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I think that was one that Mom bought for the both of us. And then neither of us got Let's Go Eevee. Boo. What are you booing? I don't think I've looked at the screen in 10 minutes. I've just been looking at chat. That's just how long I've been doing this. It's muscle memory. That's good. So, let me give you like a play-by-play of everything I had to do to complete the Mega Evolution Pokédex. So as you already know, I had to do the 15 Challenger tickets, 2,500 points for every battle, had to get 50,000 points for a ticket, 15 tickets, all that good stuff. Typing with my left hand. Brooke has my right hand pinned down. That's crazy. You should just slap her and tell her it's from me. But, okay, so I did that. And then for the Mega Stones, you have to, 1, buy them with Mega Shards. And then 2, oh, she's sleeping? Well, all the more reason to slap her. Your hand's gonna go numb and fall off. And the best part is she's sleeping, so when she wakes up she's gonna be like, whoa, what was that? And you're just gonna be sitting there like, oh, I don't know, babe, that was weird. You can play it off. Step 1 of domestic violence. You're welcome. Anyways, yeah, so you have to buy the Mega Stones with the Mega Crystals, which is that pink stuff you see like on the walls on the ground of the city. You have to like go break it and you'll get like a couple Mega Shards from it. And like some Mega Stones are like 180 Mega Shards, and others are like 240 and 360. It's a lot. So essentially I had to run around breaking that for like a solid 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 hours. Finally got done. Diancie probably gives you extra. She does not, but I was using Diancie the whole time. But she does not give you extra. What does give you extra is there these canary plushes that you can buy with the colorful screws you find hidden around the city. And buy like different plush colors, and the different colors have different level tiers, and essentially each color does a different thing. So like the pink ones give you like extra mega crystals when you break the stuff, and like the yellow ones give you extra XP when you're battling. Another one gives you extra money from defeating a trainer. Another one gives you better chances of catching Pokemon, stuff like that. And then one lessens the chance of you blacking out when wild Pokemon like hit you with an attack or whatever. So yeah, pretty good stuff. So I had enough to, of course, raise up my pink plush to tier 3 so I could get the max amount of crystals, and it still took me like 6 hours. So I finally got all the Mega Stones with those Mega Shards, and I was like, ah, finally. And then I went to the Stone Emporium, and then there was like a whole nother 10 Mega Stones I had to buy from there. And some of them were priced like 100k, and then others were priced at like 200k. So then I had to go battle in the thing, but it was okay because I was already battling in there to get the 15 challenger tickets. So essentially I just kept battling in there, getting trainers money, and finally got that done. And I just had to wait till Josh traded with me, and then I'd have the 2 remaining ones for Mega Steelix and Mega Scizor. And then Josh did, so that completed that, and then of course it completed my actual Pokédex. It's pretty good. And now I'm doing this bullshit right here that's mind-numbing in order to get a shiny charm. Just so I can run into a bunch of shiny damn Pidgeys or run into a shiny Pokemon and escape. I think what's probably going to piss me off the most is when I run into like a shiny Pichu or a shiny Delibird and they see me and they just bolt. Because those are the Pokemon that just get the hell up out of there. Like, as soon as they see you. Top 5 favorite Megas? That's none of your damn business. Okay, I don't know. Hold on. Let me think. I need to pull up the list. I'm not gonna do it on the game because I gotta grind this out, but I have a little list pulled up on Google here. Okay. So even though I love Feraligatr, it just is ass. Okay, let's be honest with ourselves. So not that one. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a real big fan of Alakazam and Gengars. Well, I'm gonna run through it though and just, you know, see. I like Medicham. I like Aldinos. I like the color. I like Garchomps. I like Charizard X's. I like Abomasnows. I like Scizors. Hawluchas looks pretty cool. Steelixes is nice. I like Greninjas. I love Skarmories. I love Salamances. Metagross is nice. Zygarde is nice. Diancie is whatever. So I'd probably go with Salamence, Skarmory, Greninja. Shit. It gets hard from here. Charizard X, because that's like an OG. I like that one. And then I'll probably go with Alakazams. I like Alakazam more than Gengar. There you go. I know you didn't just say you liked Aldinos. That's why you save the game every time you see one. Well, that's true. You'd have to, like, reset, like, as soon as the capture left because it immediately auto-saves. When shit, like every 2 seconds. Dude, Audino's looks good. Audino's like pink, but it looks like a really like cream white, and I don't know, it just looks fantastic in my opinion. You don't gotta be a hater, bro. But I guess haters gonna hate. Bitch boy. So what's your top 5? I'm talking about as soon as you see the shiny, save the game. No, yeah, I know. I'm saying that works, like, you're right, but the game auto saves after every little thing you do. So like if the shiny runs away or I kill it on accident or something like that, it's gonna auto save immediately. So I just gotta be quick with it. Like as soon as shit hits the wall, I gotta like hurry and exit. Like whenever I was fighting and trying to catch Diancie, I killed it and I threw the ball and it popped out, and before anything could happen, I closed the app and went back in and it let me do it again. So I gotta do that with the shinies. Honestly, what I really want to do is have like an actual living dex. Like, I have a living dex right now, technically, but you know what I mean. I want my box to have every single Pokemon in order, like how the Pokédex has it. I want a Totodile, a Croconaw, and a Feraligatr all lined up. And I want that throughout the entirety of the Pokédex. And then obviously, if you could do that with shiny Pokemon, that'd be insanely awesome, but like, I'm not trying to die a virgin, so. That's what I was wanting to. Which one? The shiny version of that, or just the base version of the Pokemon? Because the shiny version is possible, but it's like, that's insane. Base, yeah. I think it's pretty cool. After I finish everything, if I'm still interested, then I can do that. Because, I mean, I don't have to rely on anyone for help at that point, because I can just... I already have the trade evolutions, so I won't have to trade again. I just have to buy the bait, or catch the base evolutions again of those Pokemon. And I probably already have like a bunch of them, because I probably caught a lot of duplicates of Pokemon. But yeah, the DLC for this game is supposed to come out in January, I believe. So that's gonna be pretty nice. It sucks because when I beat the game initially, I was like, alright baby, time for the DLC. Because I bought the DLC as soon as I beat the game. Because I had so much fun with it. Because I didn't want to buy the DLC first in case it was like Legends Arceus, where I didn't really care for it. But then like halfway through the game, I was thinking to myself, I'm 100% gonna buy the DLC for this game. And then I beat the game and I was like, yeah, I definitely gotta play more. So then I bought it and I was like, let's go baby, time to play the DLC. And then it even said like downloadable content available or whatever. So I loaded in. I didn't see anywhere for any story anything. And basically, the only thing that it gave you as of right now are just the costumes and the outfits, like how I have on right now. This is a DLC outfit, and it looks dope, don't get me wrong, I like it. But I actually have to wait till January for the actual gameplay portion of the DLC. But I saw the trailer for it, it looks pretty cool. Pokemon can surpass level 100 for like the first time ever in a mainline Pokemon game, so that's pretty nice. I think the reason I like this game more than the Legends Arceus, it honestly comes down to one thing and one thing only, and I'm not even joking with you. It literally comes down to in that game, I had to pillage for like materials in order to craft Pokeballs. And I hate games like that. I don't play games like that. Any games where I have to like, that's why I couldn't really get into the second Horizon game. Because the Horizon, the first one, I feel like there was just material everywhere that I was collecting from like destroying robotic dinos and stuff. But in the second game, I was trying to like more speedy go through it. I kept running out of arrows, and oh my god, it was terrible. And that's the only way you can attack shit is if you have arrows. So yeah, essentially, crafting ruined the first game for me. In this game, you just buy the crap like normal. Plus, there's more battling in this game. Like, even in Legends Arceus, I'm pretty sure, like, the battling in that game was very minuscule. And then when there was battling, like, let's say, like, you know, like, when you go to, like, the different Pokemon, like the big Kahuna Pokemon, and you had to like calm them down or whatever. For all you did was just like roll around and throw like bags of food at it or something. In this game, it's like the same concept of what's happening. Like, because of something happening in Lumio City, Pokemon are like mega evolving. So you basically have to like kick their asses. And then once you kick their butts, you get the Mega Stone from them, from whoever you destroyed. You get their Mega Stone, and then boom, you're good. Gary, Ninja, Scizor. Why'd you put Sixer instead of just Scizor? Zard, Skarmory. Okay. Well, couple things. One, is it Charizard X or Y? Two, what is Gary? I get Ninja because like Greninja, but what is Gary? Anyways, this can evolve now. Oh, that looks pretty nice. It definitely looks shiny. Left hand, brother. Left hand. Okay, I understand that, but you know, you could have just like typed the actual answer instead of just saying left hand, brother, left hand. I still know what Gary is. Just because you typed it with your left hand doesn't mean I know what it is. I'm trying to look around the keyboard right now for what's next to G. And I'm not seeing anything. I know Pidgeot is gold when fully evolved. Oh, Gyarados. Bro, you like Gyarados? Gyarados looks so bad. It literally just got fat. And turned into a dragon type. I think. Fire? Bad taste. But they're your bad taste. Well, I did say I liked Audino. Or Audino. I like a lot of them. It's hard with favorites. Once I get the game, my team will be Emboar, Gyarados. Okay. How you gonna call me a basic bitch, and then you are over here talking about Gyarados and Scizor? Like, those are ones that you use all the time. You always have a Scizor. You always have a Charizard. You're gonna have it Emboar and Charizard? Really? What kind of team is that? I mean, I get what you're wanting to do. You're wanting to have a team full of Mega Evolution Pokemon. So, like, every single one of your Pokemon can Mega Evolve, which makes sense. But you're about to have a fire flying type, and then your Emboar is a fire fighting type. Well, I don't want Meganium. You don't have to have a Charizard. And you got the Gator. You can get the Gator if you want. You just won't be getting Gyarados if you get the Gator. But no, yeah, Emboar's Mega Evolution is a lot cooler than Feraligatr, so I definitely vote for you doing Emboar because it's so much cooler. Not you've been wanting Emboar since you've seen it, dude. I don't blame you. That Mega Evolution is the best one. No one cares about Meganium. And Feraligatr doesn't have a good Mega Evolution at all, but it's just like Feraligatr is Feraligatr. It's awesome. I'm not hating on the fact that you're getting an Emboar. That's like ideal. That's more so I'm hating on the fact that you're getting an Emboar and then you told me that your team was going to consist of Emboar and Charizard. Like, maybe you could just get like a Mega Venusaur instead. You haven't fully looked into it. Are you gonna get a Dragon type? Another reason why you shouldn't get Charizard, Salamence, which I know is probably one of your favorite dragons, has it's Dragon Flying, and Charizard's Fire Flying. So you'd literally have Flying, which Salamence would have, and you'd have Fire, which Emboar would have. Yeah, I can do Salamander. That's some autocorrect if I've ever seen it. So Emboar, Gyarados, Salamence. And then what else did you say up here? Scizor. That's good. That's still Bug, I think. So Firefighting, Water Flying, because Gyarados is flying as well, and it Mega Evolves and it's like Water Dragon, I think. Bug Still for Scizor. Dragon Flying for Salamence. What else? Oh yeah, and by the way, just to let you know, in this game, it's definitely a lot better to have tankier Pokemon. So like, I had a Gengar and a Gardevoir, and they were terrible. They were literally... They're glass cannons, don't get me wrong. But they weren't tanky at all, so they were getting taken out in either 1 or 2 hits. Whereas my Feraligatr never got taken out. Ever. That's the only thing with your team right now, is like you have a Scizor that's a Bug Still. So a Fire attack would be 4 times super effective on it. And then also, in that same breath, with your Gyarados being Water Flying, an Electric attack would be 4x super effective on it. And then, in that same breath, your Salamence is a Dragon Flying, so Ice would be 4x super effective on it. Like, you have it, and it's actually kind of rare to have so many Pokemon that have 4x super effective weaknesses, yet 3 of your 4 members do. Kind of crazy. I still like your team though, because like obviously if a fire type comes out, you're not gonna send out your Scizor. Tyranitar, yeah. Tyranitar, Rock Dark, I think, right? Yeah, that's a good one. And that's a tanky boy, like I said, and it has a Mega Evolution. You know, if you didn't have your heart set on Scizor, which I think you do because you love Scizor, you could do a Metagross. That's Psychic still, and you don't have Psychic or Still. other than your Scizor, which would be Steel, but obviously you'd replace it with the Metagross, that would be Psychic and Steel. And that has a Mega Evolution. I'm gonna go Metagross. So you're switching out Scizor with Metagross? See? Okay. So your team's gonna be Emboar, Gyarados, Metagross, Tyranitar, and Salamence. That leaves one slot left. Who's going in your 6th slot? What do you need? You have Fire Fighting, Water Flying, Psychic Steel, Dragon Flying, and... Well, no, you have Psychic Steel. That's what Metagross is. Ground. You don't have Ground, but I guarantee your Tyranitar can learn a Ground move. Like, your Tyranitar will be able to learn Earthquake. That'll be fine. Electric. That is true. You could use Electric. But I think you can teach a lot of Pokemon Thunder Punch. So I think you'll be fine not to actually get an Electric type Pokemon. Ice. Grass. I can't really think of a grass type you could get though. Like obviously there's Chestnut that I have, but it's grass fighting and you have fire fighting. And it will have a Mega Evolution coming, it's just not out yet. But I assume by the time you get the game, it'll be out. Could just do Venusaur, I guess. I mean, that is Grass Poison and it has a Mega Evolution. And you definitely need either a Grass or Water type if you want to handle... or a Grass or Electric type if you want to handle Water types. Yeah, I think honestly you could teach Thunder Punch to a Pokemon. And then get a Grass type. And... you would then be able to take care of any, like if it, for example, like a Quagsire, Water Ground, so you can't use like Thunder Punch, you'd have to have a Grass type. Plus, Venusaur is bulky, so that kind of helps your cause. I mean, let's not pretend like Venusaur isn't cool. It is. It's just, you know, obviously generic. Oh wait. Were you still doing Charizard? I forgot about that. Or did you decide to replace Charizard and you're doing Emboar Firefighting and Salamence Dragon Flying? And that's what makes up your replace? Okay. So yeah, Venusaur. I can't really think of any fairy types. I mean, you could always do like a Sylveon. Doesn't Sylveon have a Mega Evolution? So I don't know how you feel about evolutions. And I don't know how bulky that Pokemon is. You could probably teach a fairy type move to one of your Pokemon. Well, it seems like you got a pretty good team. The only worry I have about your team, Xavier, is I don't know how quickly you'll be able to have your team. Like, obviously you'll get your Emboar easily. But, like, I'm pretty sure you don't get Bagon spawns until, like, Zone 18. And then that's your Salamence. And then your Bulbasaurs, I don't think they even spawn in until, like, Wild Zone 20. Which is the last Wild Zone. And then you'll get your Magikarp really fast. That's like Wild Zone 1 or 2. I think maybe 2 or 3 actually. But yeah, that one's really easy. Let's see, what else did you say? Metang? You literally don't get your Metagross, so you don't get your Beldum until you reach close to the end of the game, where you go to that Lysander cafe, like you saw where I was when I went to go catch the Beldum for my Pokédex. That's the only place you get that, and that's towards the end of the game. I wish there was a daycare in this game, because if there was, then what I would legitimately do is just go into the daycare, breed, like, you know, the Metagross and another Metagross, or just, you know, just whatever, and have it hatch into a Beldum, and then I can just trade you your team on, like, level 1, other than your Emboar, or other than your Tepig, of course, which you would get yourself, and then I'm sure you get your Magikarp yourself. But your other team, the other 4, that would be, like, only things you could get late game. I'd be able to just get it to you instantly so you could play the game with it. Because, like, think about it, your team's literally going to be basically Emboar and Gyarados. Because Larvitar is, I think, a later one. So is Bulbasaur. So is Bagon. And, I mean, what was the other one? And then, yeah, Beldum. Okay, so I'll save that team for the end. That's your, okay, so that's your comp team at the end of the game. So then who's your beginning team? Obviously, Tepig and Magikarp for the Emboar Gyarados. Crocodile. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. I like that. Crocodile. Here, I'm gonna show you right now. Hold on. Alright, let's see. Okay, so obviously you get your Tepig at the very beginning. Here, Magikarp Wild Zone 2. Easy. You could get a Roserade on Wild Zone 2 as well, by the way, if you wanted to use that as your grass type until you get Bulbasaur. What? What are you broing for? Anyways. I'd rather Go-Goat. Oh, over... Oh, Ghastly? Yeah, but remember what I said about it not being tanky and how my Gengar was terrible? Or maybe the Sword Dude? Oh yeah, for Aegislash? That has a Mega, I think. Anyways. Oh, you can get a Bellsprout. There you go. You're welcome. Anyways. Ooh, there's a Swablu right here. You get an Altaria. Alright, let's see what else. Barbicle. I mean, yeah. That's Rock Water, I think, right? Okay, so there you go. Wild Zone 8. You can get a Sandile and a Krokorok. Well, the whole point of getting the Hippopotas would be for a Hippowdon, but you would be able to get your Sandile right there. And there's Gible too, but I mean, I feel like Garchomp's always used. Anyways, Mawile, Sableye. Okay. So like we're already reaching Wild Zone 11 right here. 12. Tynamo. Tynamo turns into Electros. That's actually a pretty good Pokemon in every game but this one, because this game doesn't take into account abilities. So it doesn't have a Levitate. Snorunt for Glalie. Yeah. You could do Glalie or Frostlass. And there's a Mega Glalie and a Mega Frostlass. And there's your ice type. Whoops. There's your Scyther, if you wanted to get a Scizor there. Wild Zone 13. Froslass is Ice and Fairy. Well, there you go. Ice and Fairy. Though it might be less defenseful. $100% the Scyther. Alright. Oh, here's a Lairon here in an Aeron on Wild Zone 14. You get an Aggron, and that could be your Tyranitar replacement for right now. Because I think that's like ground and still. I love Aggron. There you go. Oh, well, here's Wild Zone 15 Larvitar. So that kind of defeats the purpose. Unless you just decided you wanted to Aggron instead. But they're different typings. Aggron is ground still. And Larvitar is rock. And Tyranitar is rock dark. So theoretically, you could have both on your team. That's true. Because your Krokorok would be your ground type. You get a Froakie in Wild Zone 16. You could have a Greninja. There's Skarmory, Wild Zone 17. Yep. Wild Zone 18. Bagon. And yep, like I said, Wild Zone 20. There's your Bulbasaur. So yeah, literally, let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 of your Pokemon are 15 through 20 in the Wild Zones. And then a 4th one as well, because Beldum is going to be in Lysander Labs, which you don't even unlock until you get like 19 Wild Zones done. My pass on the Bulbasaur since it's so far. Where's Tyrunt, fossil Pokemon? It's not in a Wild Zone, it's a fossil Pokemon, so you just buy the fossil and then revive it on like level 20. So you can get that one pretty early because it's level 20. You just buy it from the Stone Emporium. That's Darkin Dragon. Really? I always assumed Tyrunt would be like a ground dragon or something. Or yeah, Rockin' Dragon makes sense too. Okay, anyways, I need to get back to this. How much have I done? 720. Oh boy. Only 280 more. Though Tyrantrum doesn't have a Mega Evolution, though. That would be the one issue. You don't know? Yeah, it's hard, dude. I was lucky enough to be able to get all my Pokemon early. Yeah, that makes sense. Not gonna research a lot until you get the game. Yeah, luckily I literally got my Feraligatr, obviously, at the beginning. I wanted the Chestnut, but I realized that Chespin wasn't until later, but there's a little quest you can do early in the game that gets you a Chespin, and I just had to pray that I got a good nature, and I did. You really want the Crocodile now? Does Crocodile have a Mega Evolution, or you just don't care? So luckily I could get the Chespin, and then obviously you can get a Ghastly really early, and you can get a Ralts really early. What else did I get initially? Gengar, Ralts, Gible. You can get Gible at like 11. So, well, I was on 11 or so, so that one was really easy. and quick. Let's see, one more. And then Charizard, yeah, and I got like a Charmander really early, because it was like another quest type thing. As long as I have a couple of them, just need to fill my team out until the end. So what is your team at the end? Are you sticking with your original 6 at the end of Emboar, Venusaur, Metagross, Tyranitar, Salamence, and Gyarados? Hopefully you don't fall in love with a Pokemon. Yeah, hopefully not. So I think that team right there that we discussed initially is going to be really good. Because this game, it's more important than ever to have like hard hitters that are also bulky as hell. And every Pokemon we have named off for your final team are insane. Insanely bulky. Why can't I get Squirtle V? I don't know what that V is. That might have been just autocorrect, but or not autocorrect, but just a mistake. Why can't you get Squirtle? You can get Squirtle. You can get Squirtle too, but you were getting the Gyarados, so I didn't even discuss Squirtle. Bruh, when? Bruh, when what? Bruh, when do you get Charmander? I don't remember the exact point in time, but it was pretty early. I don't remember if it was a choice between Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur, though. It could have been, and I could have just been like, give me a Charmander. I don't know. That might be something you look up. If so, then you can get your Bulbasaur early. You can do Emboar Blastoise. Yeah. Though, why take out the Gyarados, which is one of your top 5 Mega Evolutions, when you could do Venusaur, and then you have your Fire, Grass, and Water. And then you fill it out after that with Tyranitar, Metagross, and Salamence. But until you can get those last 3, you fill it out with Crocodile, Tyrunt for a Tyrantrum, which is Rock Dragon, so that's your dragon. And then, yeah, one more, I don't know. So I'm getting a dragon later down the line in the Salamence. So you don't want Gyarados because it Mega Evolves into a Water Dragon. Well, then who would your grass type be? Are you foregoing grass types if you do Emboar Blastoise? You know, you could always do Abomasnow. And there's a Mega Evolution for Abomasnow, and it's Ice Grass. I mean, you're 4x effective, weak to fire, but I mean, half your Pokemon are 4x weak to things. Might do Venusaur at the very end, but how many more battles do I take on after I actually get to the end? How many battles for the main game, or how many battles in general? Because like, look what the fuck I'm doing right now. Like, it just depends on what you do after the game. Like, once you beat the game, are you calling it quits, or are you doing stuff after? Main game, okay. Yeah, no, Wild Zone 20 is unlocked after you beat the main quest line. Zone 20 is after the main game. It's basically like just something you do. It's a post-game event. which means you wouldn't get your Bulbasaur in the wild traditionally until post game. Same goes with if you decide to do a Squirtle post game or a Charmander post game. Yeah, so no Bulbasaur. Yeah. But you can get a fuck a grass type. Oh, okay. I was gonna say you can get a Snover the exact same route you get a Snorunt. So you could get an Abomasnow if you want, which is ice grass, plus there's a Mega Evolution involved, but fuck a grass type. There's no Quagsire in this game anyways. So as long as you teach Thunder Punch to one of your Pokemon, you'll be fine. So what, your early lineup's gonna be Emboar, Blastoise, Crocodile, and then what else? Oh yes, Tyrantrum, Rock Dragon. So that's 4. Scizor. Scyther and Scizor for Bug Still, right? Or is that still what you were doing? Or were you doing Aggron, which was a Still? That would be Ground Still. Might pass on that. Might pass on the Scizor. Well, here's the thing. You're either getting an Aggron and passing on Crocodile and Scizor, or you're passing on Aggron and you can get Scizor and Crocodile. Because Aggron is Ground Still. So if you have a Ground Aggron, you don't need any Ground Crocodile. And if you have a Still Aggron, you don't need a Scizor, which is Bug Still. So I mean, your team realistically could be Emboar, Blastoise, Crocodile, Tyrantrum, Scizor, and then one more. Whatever you decide it to be. I mean, if I'm you, I'm not doing Blastoise, and I'm doing Emboar, Venusaur, Gyarados, Tyrantrum, Crocodile, and Scizor. That would be the team I use if I'm you for early game. Don't get Venusaur till 20. No, yeah, I know. I'm saying, you know how I was saying that I got my Charmander? I'm assuming you can choose between Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur. And I just chose Charmander, so I assumed you could just choose Bulbasaur. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. Well, that's the thing. You kept saying Blastoise, so I thought that you just were deciding to choose Squirtle instead of Bulbasaur. Because you were like, I'm going to do Emboar, Blastoise, and then you were like going. And I was like, oh, he's choosing Blastoise instead of Venusaur. Gyarados, Venusaur, Emboar, Tyrantrum, Crocodile, and then you choose your last one. Where is Aeron spawn? I'll take a look after this. Yeah, it's good that you can get a majority of your team pretty early. You can get your 3 main typings of fire, water, and grass. And even your Tyrant on level 20. So that should be pretty early too. Might pass on Aeron. Oh, zone 14? Yeah. So then what would your last Pokemon be? Because you got Emboar, Gyarados, Venusaur, Tyrantrum, and Crocodile. So then your last Pokemon, like obviously a Scizor, but you said that you didn't want to do that. Either Gengar, Alakazam, or Gardevoir. Okay, so you want a Glass Cannon on the team. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, because my Gengar and Gardevoir were both, like, perfectly natured, and they were complete trash. They just aren't good in this game. Because they're just not bulky enough. And that's really the same problem with Scizor, I think, is Scizor isn't very bulky. Like, go look at Scizor's base stats and you tell me what the defense and special defense are. I'm pretty sure they're bad. Which is why Scizor might be an issue. And then obviously Alakazam is just as glass as Gengar and Gardevoir. That 6th Pokemon's really hard, huh? Bruh, shut up. Hey. You're misspelling everything, trying to type fast because you can't wait. Nah, battle. Just I can wait. I just thought you were thinking. I didn't think you were typing. Imagine like typing something out and then having to like backtrack all of it just to tell me that you're misspelling shit and you can't type too fast. I'm talking too much. I'm tired. If I'm not talking, then I'm just tired. It's like almost 3 in the morning. And I said, for me to be able to stay up, I need to be holding a conversation because I can't be watching my Modern Family like I was to get me through these mind-numbing battles. You're look Steelix or Crocodile? You literally get Onix the exact same time you get an Aeron. Because you get Onix on the exact same route that you get Aeron and Lairon on. Yeah, there you go. You're welcome. Steelix is cool though, but you just like Aggron more. Did you want me to... Did you want me to go through the Pokédex so you could see what you wanted? Aegislash? Are we talking about special defense or just defense? Honestly, both. It's just, honestly, the bulkier the better. It's just like, obviously, like Tyranitar and Salamence and Pokemon like that, they're like pseudo-legendary, so their stats are just insane, and that's why they're like tanky. And that's the same with like Emboar, because it's a starter evolution, and obviously Gyarados is really amazing, and Venusaur is a starter, so its stats are amazing. What do I need more of? You just need to find a typing that you don't already have that is also a bulky Pokemon. Meaning, just take a look at the base stats of the defense and special defense of the Pokemon that are currently on your team that you're building, and then just find something similar to that. Because if those Pokemon could take a hit, then this one you're looking for could take a hit. Aegislash. Alright, let me look at the Aegislash. Let's see. 1 second. Okay. Aegislash. You know what? You're very right about it having high defense, but its high defense is in its shield form. And as soon as it turns into its blade form, it becomes quite literally a glass cannon. And I don't even know how to switch from shield to blade form, because I've never used the Aegislash. And then who knows how quickly you can attack and then get back into your shield form before they try to attack you again. You might as well just get a damn Pansage or something. Here you go, right here. Level 30 Pansage. Maybe you'd like a Skiddo. Here you go. Ooh, Skiddo. That looks nice. Look how tanky that thing is. Maybe you'd prefer a Zygarde. The Pokemon changes its form to blade form when it uses an attack move, and changes to shield form when it uses King Shield. So you literally have to use... So basically, if you want to attack, it immediately gets out of its shield stage, which makes sense. But then in order to go back into the shield stage, you have to use a move that puts you back into the shield stage. That just kind of seems like that's never going to happen. So basically, you'd have to get 2 attacks off before they could even get 1 off. Because you'd have to use your attacking move, and then you'd have to use your King Shield move to go back into your high defense, and then you'd have to immediately go into an attacking move again, and then immediately have to go back into your King Shield move. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm evolving Pidgeotto after this. I forgot that it reached level 36 a second ago. Yay. Here we go. Pidgeotto is evolving into a Pidgeot. You said this was a fully golden bird, so I expect big things. You lying piece of shit. This is not gold. It's just shiny. Very gold. Okay. I didn't know that we were lying out our asses, but here we are. Well, back to the box you go. Here, Exo, I'm gonna give you a Snover. Maybe a Vanillite. Here's an Abomasnow. It's an Alpha Abomasnow. Oh, let's go. Level 100. Garchomp. Keep battling, Cupcake. Yeah. Give me a minute. I need to teach it Earthquake if I can. How do I not have... Oh, here it is. What is it? Whoa. Oh, wait, never mind. Earthquake. I can teach Surf. That's kind of crazy. Crunch, Dragon Rush, and Rock Slide. Okay. All good. That looks good. This one's good. I got a suggestion. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Bruh! What? What's your suggestion? Can't you see I was looking at something? Freaking Snippy, I swear. Just because you're my only viewer. Hurry up before I go into a battle. Over here typing with one hand. Look who's not answering who now. Take out all your 100 and put in your next highest level Pokemon. Please, get them all to 100 next ones. That's something we're not doing. Xavier, that was the most brain dead shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Literally the most brain dead shit I've ever heard. This dude literally just said, go get your next highest level Pokemon, put it in, and just keep getting everyone to level 100. I'm not doing that unless I go out into the wild and I find a good-natured this or a good-natured that, because it makes sense then to raise them up. I'm not gonna raise up a level like an Alakazam to like level 100 and it be like an adamant nature where its attack is up and special attack is down, just to say, ooh, level 100 Alakazam, because then it'll be ass. There's no point in having it at level 100 if I can't have it at my arsenal. You got your main ones, keep your main ones as your main. Don't matter. Yeah, but I'm not putting the time in to do that for Pokemon I'm not gonna use. That doesn't make any sense. Lazy. You're lazy. Look at what I'm doing right now and you're calling me lazy. I don't even have a sixth Pokemon to put in. Because not everyone gets the luxury of having their team crafted by the hand of God. Pokemon God. What do I need to put on my team, low-key? What do I need? Take out Diancie for Mega Metagross or Gary. Well, I don't need I don't need Gyarados. I have Feraligatr. I could use a Tyranitar because it's Rock Dark. I don't think I have any of that. Well, this is Rock Fairy. This is Dragon Ground. Okay, so Rock Dark isn't terrible. Metagross is Psychic Steel, which I do like. And I don't have any Psychic Steel. And Metagross is probably pretty tanky. Yeah, I'm thinking. Give me a second. Damn. Like, you think your all caps is scaring me or something? You're literally just my hoe. Now. What is this? It's a neutral typing. Do I have any other Beldums, or did I just catch the one? Yeah, I caught the one. Do I have a Metang? Nope, just the Metagross. What the hell is happening? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3/4, 5/8, 1/2, 3/8, 1/4. Dude, can you chill? Golly. I ain't never seen such cling in my life. Feel bad for Brooklyn. Jesus. Tyranitar. Special attack up. Well, that's a dud. Do I have any Larvitars? I should have Larvitars. Do I have a singular Larvitar? Do I have Pupitar? Okay. I don't have a good Metagross or Tyranitar. Alright, bye. You're a whore. Please click the start streaming button at 1:30 a.m. for your hoe ass. It's okay. What's okay? You just want to see me mega evolve my shit. Look, I want to see it too, but it's just, you know, being mature is doing what's needed over doing what you want to do. And look, I would love to use a different Pokemon other than Zygarde continuously, but the problem with that, Xavier, is Zygarde has extreme speed, and as you can see, I'm taking these bitches out quick as hell. With extreme speed, I'm one-shotting it, and if I were to switch to another Pokemon and use an attack, that shit would take like 4 seconds before it got off. Unlike Zygarde's extreme speed, which takes not even like a half second before their Pokemon is dead. You're right. Now this is what I like to hear. Now call me daddy. For the first time in forever. That's fine. Make your jokes. I can't even Mega Evolve. Let's all go. I think there's a glitch in the chat. I can't really read messages right now. Bitch. I saw that one. Bro, I don't want to go golfing. I already golfed this week. I literally golfed at Josh's B-Day, and you golfed the day right after that, and then Aaron golfed those 2 times, and then he golfed Tuesday with his dad. So today, you can't unmod me. I'm the modder. And also, Stranger Things Season 5 releases today now. So I'm gonna be at home. You got paid today? That's cool. Where's my cut? Wanna come over tomorrow? I will teach you how to change oil. I already know how to change oil. I just don't do it, but I know how to do it. James already taught me. Nah. Oh, change oil? Okay, you're right. I don't know how to change oil, I just know how to add oil. Yeah, no, I don't know how to drain it. I know there's like a drain plug underneath your vehicle, I think. And you have to like unplug it, have like a bucket or something underneath there to catch all the oil. And then once it's all done, you plug it back or whatever, and then you add the oil or whatever. Correct? Yeah. There we go. See? Oil filter. Yeah, there you go. So I'm not completely helpless. Gotta take that out after you drain it all. You clean the oil filter. And you put it back in. Oh, no. Oh, you replace it. And that's the change oil part. Is you okay. So that's what you mean by change oil, is you change your oil filter. Well, that makes sense. How do you know when it's time to change your oil? Do you get a notification? Like on your truck? I just look at my bar thing in my truck. Yeah, my car's not that fancy. To be honest, Xavier, I've never in my life put an oil in my vehicle. So, I can only assume that James goes and checks my car out every now and then and makes sure it's all good. And then I just never notice it. It also gives you how many miles it lasts. I'm assuming as a truck though, it for a truck though, it blows through it a lot quicker than what it would for my car. You bought one for 20k miles, so I'm gonna track my miles right now. So, what, it's been 20k miles worth of driving, so now you have to change it. And 20k more, I'll change it again. Damn straight. Did you watch any of the Lakers game tonight? They played the Clippers on Peacock. You have a Peacock subscription, so you should be able to watch it. No, I do not. Broke ass. Got rid of it. Put money on the game. Imagine getting rid of your Peacock subscription. You know what? I'll get rid of that YouTube Premium subscription. Because that Peacock Premium was like 14 bucks. If that. But my YouTube Premium is $30 a month. You don't know if you won yet? Too scared to check. You got a Netflix account? That's nice. Why'd you get a Netflix account? You know, if you realize you can watch any show you want on MovieBox Pro, right? You still have access to that, huh? You can literally watch all Supernatural on MovieBox. You bought Netflix to Netflix and chill. That's kind of crazy. Or I guess you'll get to watch Stranger Things tomorrow if you decide to watch. You would like to play on my phone while watching movies? You can do that anyways. You didn't know you could do that? You don't have to screencast your phone to your TV. There's an actual like thing on MovieBox Pro where you can just have it playing through your TV and it just stays casting even if you like start playing on your phone, or even if you lock your phone, or it literally doesn't matter. It'll just stay playing the show. BS. I literally do it all the time. And Mom does it all the time too after I taught her. You literally just have to be connected to the same internet as your TV. And that's it. WTF. Hate to break it to you, sir. See, this is why you talk to me before you go off spending money on Netflix subscriptions. I'm confused. Okay, I can tell. I screen share on my TV. Yeah, no, there's a difference between screen sharing and what I'm talking about. If you screen share, then that means you're sharing your phone screen with your TV. So then, yeah, like, in that case, then you'd have to just have it playing on your phone, watch your TV. But there's a different version of it on MovieBox, where it just, like, basically casts it to the TV from your phone, so it no longer is playing on your phone, it's playing on your TV. So then on your phone you can just do whatever the hell you want and it still plays through your TV. How? You would literally need to bring your phone to me, because I might pass out trying to explain it to you. I'm more of a visual explainer. Like, I want to have it in front of me doing stuff on it, showing you how it works, rather than me try to explain it to you and be like, okay, now find this button, now find this button. What's it called? It's not really called anything, it's just like a button you press. 2 people in here. Brooklyn's asleep. Viewers? Oh. I don't see that. I just see 1. Hype, hype. Follow me, bitch. 4? That is cap. I ain't never heard more cap in my life. This is the hard work you have to do before getting to the actual shiny hunting. Battling 1,000 trainer battles. This is how I choose to spend my Thanksgiving break off of work. That's alright. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a text from one of my bitches. Let me see. I do see what you're looking at, but I guarantee if you left stream and then reloaded it, it would go back to normal. And by normal, I mean 1 viewer. Back to normal. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm so confused though, because one person came into chat earlier, said hey, I said hey back, and then they just left. I don't even get what I did wrong there. Bro, get more viewers? I mean, shit, if I wasn't it's streaming at 1:30 a.m., it'd be a lot easier. You got me out here streaming at 1:30 in the morning. What, did you take a freaking 6-hour shower, Xavier? Is that what you're telling me right now? Because at, like, 7 o'clock, you were like, I'm taking a shower. And I said, okay, just let me know. Then you text me at 1:30 a.m. and you're like, oh, ready. Like, it's not like you're a dad or anything. Get fucked. That's why Paisley likes me more than you. He thought she was calling you Dad. Started watching Supernatural. Got something to eat. So you were just pigging out on the couch. Have you gotten to the clown episode yet of Supernatural? Yeah, it's way past it. That's so funny. When you told thank God. The one episode of that show that actually scares you. Okay, oh look. Here's a question. Did you actually watch it or did you skip it? I wonder how many times I made her watch it. Did she find it scary, or was she just sitting there like, really? This is what you were scared of? I have 498 tiny mushrooms. Alright, watch this, brother. Yes, of course. I never watched it. I don't know how scary that is. I'm about to sell these tiny mushrooms. I told her what I had to go through early in the morning. That's why you started stealing my parking spot, because you wanted to be closer to the house. That's funny. Alright. I'm about to sell all 498 of these shiny mushrooms. How much do you think I'm going to get for it? Throw me a number. Bruh, Nurse Joy don't want that shit. Yes, she does. She loves my tiny mushrooms. Well, 150,000. Nope, you're wrong. Dumb bitch. And look at all that cash. There's like no reason to sell anything I have except for that. Where's it at? There it is. I was pretty damn close. Lucky, I think is what you meant to say. Dude, but look how many side missions there are. All these exclamation points. I really want to do these. Look at all that. Like, I'm not officially done until I've done all of those. Like, look at, there's so many. I need to do all of those. Anyways. Here we go. Still don't know what to get you for Christmas. Dude, I don't even know. I don't really need anything, honestly. I can't think of anything I want because I'm in a rare position right now where, to be honest, anything I want, I just get. And then anything I want that I don't get, you cannot afford to get that for me. Cause like the only stuff I don't get for myself is like insanely expensive stuff that requires like an entirety of my paycheck. And the stuff that I do want, that it's more reasonable I just get it for myself. No, 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 no. What'd you get me? Exactly. I think we both know what I'm getting you. Give me hints. We've literally already discussed what I was getting you. It's not even a secret. You done forgot? Well, get fucked. I'm sure it'll come to you. Ow. Jeez. The thing that I really need, to be honest with you, is a pair of shoes. But I can't get that as a Christmas gift because I need to actually go to a store in person and try the shoes on because I have some fat feet, so I can't just buy off like online. So I'm not gonna be able to fit into it. Just know when I get it. Just know when I get my it and complete it, I will win. What the fuck are you saying to me? Good shoes. Shoes are expensive as shit. Good shoes like run you 90 to 100 now. Hey, like I said, that's something that I'd have to buy, and I can't get that for Christmas because I gotta be in the store doing it myself. But that was just like pointing out that in general, the only thing that I like need that I haven't bought for myself, even though I can, is shoes. But I literally just have to like buy it for myself. Just know your shoe size, Bigfoot. It's hard because the shoes that I currently have, I stretched them out, so the size is different than what my actual size is now. But because I stretched them out into what my actual size is. You need new fits. Yeah, I do. It makes it to where my socks stink like crazy because my shoes are so damn old and smelly. So because my shoes are so smelly, if I put my foot into it, my sock immediately becomes smelly. What's your shoe size? I have no idea. That's what I'm saying. I'd literally have to just go get that shit fitted. I literally just have to go somewhere and try on shoes until I'm like, okay, this fits nicely. Check your current shoes, dummy. No, that doesn't work. I literally, the current shoes I have are like a 9. But then I had bought like a basketball shoe that was like a 11. And it was tight on me. That's what I was saying, that like my shoe that I'm currently wearing got stretched out into what my actual foot size is now. Basketball shoes run higher. Yeah, I'll just have to go to a department store. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what you can get for me. You can go ahead and bring my phone to the Cricket store and get them to fix it. There's your gift. Thanks. I'm a 9 1/3. Really? What's wrong with it? Oh, just too many viruses on it from all the porn I watch. That was a joke, by the way. Oh, yeah, there you go. Seriously. Yeah, no, just the, charging port is messed up. I have that magnetic charger phone case because I literally can't charge it by putting a charger cable into it. So that needs to be fixed. And then also, I have a bad battery, but those are expensive as shit to replace, so that's just a GG. It's probably not fucked up. I've literally tried like 5 different charger cables in it, even new ones, and it just doesn't work. Like I have to get it at like the right angle for it to work, and it just never stays. I thought mine was fucked up, but it was just clogged up with debris in there. Well, how are you supposed to get that out? Paid $30 to get it fixed at the mall. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, when I say like get it fixed, I don't necessarily mean it's broken or something. I just more so mean get it fixed as in just like have it to where it's useful again. The people at AT&T should do it. Well, the issue with that is I'm through Cricket, not AT&T. So why would the good people of AT&T want to fix my phone when I'm through Cricket? Why wouldn't they just be like, fuck you, go to the Cricket store? We'll see. I have been meaning to take it somewhere, but it's just like once mom got me that magnetic charger phone case thing, it's been charging through that, so I just have never had the need since she got me that to go somewhere to get it fixed, because like I mean at work I set it on a wireless charger, and at home I have a magnetic charger, so I never stick it into that anyways, other than in the car. I'll like stick it in and try to position it right. Oh no, brother. It's been a minute since you texted, since you chatted. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up, you hoe! La 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 la! Wake up! How you gonna have all this money? Uh-oh. You woke up. There you go. Good job. What do you mean, how am I gonna have all this money? I'm sorry. What money are you referencing? You must just think I'm getting paid what you're getting paid, but still living at home. You know, I do pay bills, right? Like, it's not like the amount that you get paid, that you pay, obviously, but it's like, it correlates with what I get paid. So like, you get paid X amount of money, so you have more bills. I get paid less amount of money, I have less bills. Bro, you don't pay much, barely. Well, I pay for my internet bill, which is like $137. And then every time I go get gas, I have to pay off my credit card, which is like $30 per pump, and I do that like 4 times a month, so it's $120 right there. And then, and yes, I do pay it off right away. And then I pay my dental. I'm about to have to start paying my medical insurance of $76 or whatever, since they want to change up the plan and shit. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, no. And then also like the miscellaneous stuff, like YouTube Premium 30, and then I have like YouTube TV, which is like 90, and I have CapCut, my editing software, which is like 20, and then I have Peacock, which is like 16. So I have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that is worth money that I pay monthly still. Monthly bills before this month, go. Before this month is in like before December? Like, what am I gonna have to pay in December? I literally just told you everything I was gonna have to pay in December. Internet, credit card, dental, YouTube TV, YouTube Premium, Peacock. Stop. Dental is how much? Like $11. Hey, let's relax. YouTube TV is like 90 bucks. Put that in there. There you go. So yeah, there you go. Add that up. Excluding gas. You can't exclude gas. I literally pay. I have to drive my car monthly. You take into account your groceries and your gas with your stuff. So 120, go ahead. Because it's 30 and I fill up 4, roughly around $300. Yes. Credit card is used. Yeah, but I pay off my credit card right away. It never sits in there. Don't gotta pay it back right away is correct, but I do. Why would I just keep it in there? Don't have to. Bro, I still have to pay it. You're tripping. Yes, it does, because I pay it back. I'm telling you I pay it back, which means it goes into my monthly finance. And you get paid, what, $3,000 a month? Are you fucking high? $3,000 a month. Try half that. Yeah. $4,000 a month. So you tell me I make $48,000 a year. Even $36,000 a year with $3,000 a month. I make $1,600 a month. That's after all taxes are taken out. $1,300. But you did the math wrong. What was the point of this conversation? What was this leading to? So where's that money? See, that's the money I use to buy things I want. But I've actually been a lot better recently. For the last like 6 paychecks, I've been putting half of every paycheck into my savings to use to pay off my student loans. Rainy day fund. Unfortunately, oh yeah, no. Well, Christmas came up and I had to buy a shit ton of gifts, so basically my savings account got drained. Plus, when the Switch 2 released, I drained my savings account for that as well. So, there you go. There's $30 in my savings account right now. But that's literally just because of Christmas shopping. So what's the most amount of money you've seen in your account before? All at once? I don't know. Probably like around 3,000? something like that. I remember whenever your savings account used to be big. You can come work with me, Xavier. I like to not want to kill myself. I would need to do that. You literally can't stop complaining about your job. The hours are bad. It's so hot. My back hurts. Like, bruh. If your back hurts and you're hot, think about me. My back hurts right now and I'm sitting in a chair. It's not hot anymore. Yeah, because it's freaking at the almost December. You know how much money you would bring in? Well, I'm assuming the same amount as you. Though, I wouldn't have 3 kids and a girlfriend sucking all my money out of my account. How much you could save. Yeah, no, I already have a plan. Like, I'm pretty set. I do appreciate it though, but I already have a plan. How many battles you at? I'll see. As soon as I get out of this, at least I will. I'm hoping I've hit 800 by now. I've been streaming for 2 hours. So I don't think I've hit 800 to be honest with you, because I was at 650 and there's no way I've done 150 battles in 2 hours and 10 minutes. But that's the dream. And you said this was the last thing you can do to actually get points? Yes, it is. This is the last Mabel research task. You can't get points other than doing the research tasks. 100 points remaining, and there's the only request. Oh, I'm almost at 800 battles. Awesome. You can't capture more Pokemon? No, look. These are all the ones that have been completed. These are all the tasks I completed. Look at this. Uh-huh. Still going. Still going. And stop. That's all the tasks I completed, and I still not at level 50. This is the last task. 1,000 battles, and I'm about to be at 800. And it's gonna give me 2,000 points. And I only need 100. You know how annoying that was? God bless. Exactly. Did you just see how many tasks that was that I have completed? There's no way that's how that worked out. It is? Apparently, you don't actually have to do all the tasks. From what I looked up, it said the only ones you actually have to do, and then you can just do like random tasks here and there until you get the rest completed. You have to do the 1,000 battles, and you have to do the link trade evolutions. But all the other tasks, you just do it as necessary. There has to be another way. There's not. I looked it up. You can only get points by doing her research tasks, and the only task remaining is this one. And I already went and talked to her to see if maybe there's like a way to get more tasks or something. And nope, she just says, get out there and do my task, bitch. So yeah. But it's okay, because in the span of like, I don't know. Let me think. Today. In the span of today, I've probably done like 300 battles. So I should have it done tomorrow as long as I actually like grind it. And then I'll have the shiny charm. And then I'll be able to do the side quests, hunt for shiny Pokemon. The actual fun stuff begins tomorrow. And then it ends at 7 p.m. because that's when Stranger Things Season 5 releases. And I'm going to immediately be watching and tuning into that. The Warriors are playing the Rockets at 9 p.m. tomorrow. And I couldn't care less about it, to be honest with you. And that is 798 battles. And this is for 801 battles. Dude, I got 1.5 million Pokédollars. I don't even know what to spend that on. Like, the only thing I could think to spend that on would be like full heals, revives, full restores, and then just an assortment of like Pokeballs. Right? Like, what else would you spend money on in this game now that where I'm at? Because obviously the Pokeballs for like when I'm shiny hunting, I'll be needing an assortment of Pokeballs for whatever the situation may be. And then when trying to maybe do some more, is there any way you can buy Master Balls? Nope. The only way you can get Master Balls is one, you get a Master Ball from Mabel doing the Mabel research task, which I did. And then two, in the Infinite ZA Royale, whenever you beat someone after getting the Challenger ticket, going there, fighting the match, once you beat them, you have a chance at getting a Master Ball. So just a lot of Quick Balls, Repeat Balls, and Ultra Balls. Well, not Repeat Balls. Repeat Balls is like, I caught a Larvitar with like an Ultra Ball or something. And now I throw a Repeat Ball at another Larvitar right after to make it easier to catch because I just caught it, so it's repeating that action. But if I'm shiny hunting, I wouldn't be catching any Pokemon other than the shiny Pokemon. Oh, you won your bet? Nice. Nice. Dude, Luca went crazy. He had like 30 at halftime. How much you get? Dude, Luca, Reeves, and LeBron all had good games. LeBron had like 25, 6 and 6. Luca had like 43, 13 and 9, and Austin Reeves had like 30 points. DeAndre Ayton didn't even play. Bet 5 got 118. Let's go. Now you can use that 118 to buy Brandy's Switch. You're welcome for giving you that amazing idea. Oh God. Xavier, how well can you hear me right now? Do I sound good or bad? About the same, just a little farther away. Yeah, I leaned back in my chair because my back was killing me. So I just didn't know if the audio was like terrible or not. But if you say it's good, then that's fine. But if not, then I can move back up. Oh, nope. Sounds horrible. Sit up. Now. You're a bitch. Oh, okay. You know that painting that Nana made for you, and then the one Nana made for me? The one she made for me was that Thunder versus Heat one, and the one she made for you was that New Orleans Saint LSU Tiger blend with like the logos clashing. Yes? Okay. You never took that with you ever? So mom was just like, whenever we were rearranging my room, mom saw it and was like, fuck it. She just threw it on the wall. And I just wanted you to know I took your shit. Go fuck yourself. Though mom did throw some embarrassing shit up. She threw the freaking gaming shit back up. The just 5 more minutes. Eat, sleep, game, repeat. You can't just pause the game. Like, kill me. Like a 12-year-old room, I know. It's embarrassing. Ah. I need LED lights. Nah, LED probably would probably rub off on the walls and stuff. Plus, I think it's like toxic in a way. I'm trolling, by the way. I know you meant LED. I could already see you typing out your response like, you dumb bitch. Yeah, there you go. You know, you typing out LED but just capitalized just makes me think you're screaming LED at me. Like, just put the dots in between, because LED stands for something. You put dots in between the L, the E, and the D. You want some? No. I don't want LED lights. I like my room to be pitch black when I'm sleeping. It already annoys me enough that my internet router is like always solid green. And it also annoys me because I try to put something over it to kind of cover it. No, yeah, see, here we go. We're thinking the same things here. I tried to put something over it to cover it, but then the thing I was covering it with got pretty hot, and I was like, okay, so this is just a fire hazard then. So that was the last time I did that. So now I just deal with it. But I mean, it makes sense because like this thing's like electronic, like it's emitting heat. So if I have something covering it, the heat gets trapped in, and then it gets super hot. Internet probably starts messing up. I mean, that's why, that's the same reason why you're not supposed to have your shit in cabinets. It's just like everyone but Brooklyn knew that. Is y'all shit still in a cabinet? Yes. That's funny. Get fucked. Okay. Looking at your bet. Let's see. Luka to score 25. Austin Reed scored 15. LeBron scored 15. Kawhi scored 15. Yep. Luka with 43, Reeves with 31, LeBron with 25, Kawhi with 19, Harden with 29. Come on. Luka with 2 made threes. Bro had 2 made threes in the first like 5 seconds of the game. James Harden 2 made threes. Ooh, he had 3. Lucky, lucky. Zubac with the 10 board with the 8+ rebounds. Of course, Luka with the 6 rebounds. Reeves made a 3. Braun got the boards. Harden with the assist. Luka with the assist. LeBron with the assist. Dude. LeBron with 6+ assists, and he got 6 exactly. Damn. Luka to record a double-double. Zubac to record a double-double. Rui Hachimura to make a 3-pointer. And he made exactly 1 3-pointer. You're so lucky. Luka to get a steal, he got 1 steal. Kawhi to get a steal, he got 1 steal. Wow. You know, I gotta say, you made some pretty safe bets and they paid off. Like, Ruby's shooting great from 3 this season, so it's like, you would think he'd get a 3-pointer. It's Kawhi Leonard, so you'd think he'd get a steal. It's Zubac. He's gonna give you like 14 and 10. It's called ball knowledge. And past Haynes. I'm gonna need you to make a Warriors bet tomorrow. Alright, put all your money on the Houston Rockets to win. You're welcome. Damn. I mean, the Warriors are 10 and 9 right now. They're obviously not a good basketball team. I don't really know what you want from me. They're still better than the Lakers, though. Don't get it twisted. Like, don't get me wrong, the Lakers are a better seed, but they only played 1 time, and the Warriors won. So, until the Lakers beat the Warriors, or the Warriors and the Lakers are tied in the season series or whatnot, the Warriors are a better team than the Lakers. You don't even believe that. I do. I believe it wholeheartedly. Like, I feel like you can be a better constructed team to win games and not be better than a certain team. Like, for example, when the Lakers had Anthony Davis, I think the Warriors were a better overall team, per se. But Anthony Davis was just like Warrior Kryptonite, because he was so damn big and good. I like how the Nuggets are Warriors Kryptonite because Nikola Jokic is so damn big and good. Because the Warriors don't have any big players. We got everybody back. Bruh, the Lakers were doing just as fine without LeBron as they were with LeBron. So, they had Luka and Reeves and everyone on opening night. Just not LeBron. Lakers are beating teams we usually wouldn't beat, and you know that. That's what happens when you got a 26-year-old Luka Doncic putting up 43, 13, and 9, and no one's even talking about it. King Bronny James. I think he's a prince, not a king. Get it right. He's still behind Jokic and SGA in MVP voting. Well, yeah. The Nuggets and Lakers are like kind of tied. And I think Luka's missed more games than Jokic. And then SGA and the Thunder are like 17-1. And they're on pace to beat like the Warriors 2016 73-9 record. And then not only that, but J-Dub, their second best player, isn't even playing. And they're still 17-1. That's like if the 2016 Warriors didn't have like Klay Thompson and they were still like starting off 24-0. You've been seeing the Pistons? Yeah, I've been seeing them freaking beat ass. They're 14-2 right now. They're beating ass all over the place. And I'm happy about it. Detroit basketball. I like Cade Cunningham. The only one I can't stand on that team is what's his name? Who's that ugly ass dude that tried to like beat up LeBron James? He's the only one I can't stand on that team. Yeah, Isaiah Stewart. I hate him. He's so annoying. Everyone else is fine. And Cade Cunningham is really good. I can't believe the NBA let the Lakers get Jake LaRavia. It's crazy. Uh-oh. It's getting to that point. Getting to that point where it's 4 a.m. and I'm a sleepy boy. $810 battles in. 810 battles in. So much more grinding left to do. I just want to like run to Maple's lab and just be like, there, bitch, fuck, done. Go to bed. I don't care. I got highlights and golf to watch. Okay, I will do that. I'll take your advice, and then I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna finish this off. If I finish this off, I mean sit here for another 3 hours. And then, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I really only care to stream this game when you're wanting to watch it. Like, I'm not just gonna go shiny hunt, but I will go do the side quest by myself. And I would catch the living decks by myself, but I'm not gonna shiny hunt unless I'm doing it on stream. I think my next step is do all side quests and then get the actual living decks, and then I can shiny hunt on stream. Also, you need to clip all the shiny Pokemon you find. That's what you're here for, ho. Clip my shit. You can do that on your phone. Make yourself useful, moderator Xavier. Imagine being one of my mods and you don't even clip my shit. You know how much shit I clipped for Aaron? That's the only thing I didn't like about streaming with Aaron, is that he basically was like, I'm only gonna stream if you play games with me. And then he was like, so we need to set a set schedule of us doing this and that every day so that I can stream. And I'm like, bro, that's not gonna work for me. You need to be able to stream by yourself. And he was like, nah, I don't like playing games by myself, so I'm not gonna stream by myself. I was like, well, it ain't gonna work out then, because I'm not just gonna be on your beck and call to play games whenever you decide you want to stream. Nothing good to clip, plus I don't know how. Yeah, so essentially you just like click your phone, and then you should see a little thing that looks like a clip. Like a, you know, like a take thing, like where it's like, alright, scene 1, take 1, and then they click it or whatever. That's what it looks like. And it literally says clip on it. You don't got that streaming DNA? I mean, I'm doing the same shit. Like, I mean, I'm only streaming when you're available to watch. But it's mostly because, like, I'm doing, like, numbing, grinding, and I don't care to stream this when I could just be, like, watching a show while doing it. But it's just you said, like, boot up stream, so like, alright, I can do this and hold a conversation. Save the streams for the actual interesting stuff. I forgot that last one was my last one, and then I went into another one. Is that the last fight, or is there another one left? And there's another one left. Here we go. I need to buy me a Deaver. I don't know what a Deaver is. What is that? Oh, a driver. Drivers are expensive. Just use Aaron's cracked one. It still works fine. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but gets the job done. Anyways, let's see how much progress has been made. I want to say we've probably done like 815. Oh, 825, more than I thought. I did at the end and did good. Nice. So did you call in Aaron? I assume it was just you three. Were y'all scrambling all together? Like, how did y'all do? Almost there? Yeah. Just 175 more, which means I need to do, let's see, about 58. I need to do about 58 more run-throughs of this. So 58 more times I talk to that person, 58 more times. Probably another 2 hours of grinding. Yeah, probably so. Because I went from 650 to 825, so that's about 175. So I got another 175. So yeah, like another 2.5 hours of grinding. That's crazy. I laid it 175, and I'm gonna have to do 175 tomorrow. That's crazy. We did pretty good. Didn't get any birdies, just a lot of pars and a couple of bogeys. Well, not exactly professionals. Did y'all do it? Did y'all go to Leesville or DeRitter? Oh. Alright, save. Here's the thing with this. I have legitimately, let's see, 25 boxes full of Pokemon that I need to release. I'm gonna release all the duplicates that I don't need. So like obviously, like I need a Magikarp and I need a Gyarados. So I'll keep, you know, 2. One for the Magikarp, one for the Gyarados. I need a Budew, a Roselia, and a Roserade. So obviously I'll keep 3. 1 for the Budu, 1 for the Roselia, 1 for the Roserade. Same with the Pikachu. I'll keep a Pikachu, get a Raichu, and gotta have a Pichu, but I have Pichus. Here's one, and here's a Raichu. Look, I already got that one done. LV, and you know that. Liesel, yeah, I figured. Good night, bye, good idea. Alrighty, thanks. I shall finish this tomorrow. Good night.